Mark series pistols are semi-automatic .22 long rifle target pistols invented in 1949. And they're popular for target shooting, small game, as well as plinking. Starting with the standard model and moving on to the Mark II, Mark III, and more recently the Mark IV. These were designed by William Ruger and have been wildly popular for their accuracy and reliability. And there's probably a lot of things you know about the Ruger Mark series pistol, but what we're going to take a look at is we're going to take a look at 10 things you probably didn't know about the Ruger Mark series pistols. Number 1. In 1938, a very young Bill Ruger, as a college student, built his very first machine shop, and it was there that he started to craft the designs for many guns, including the T10 and the T22E1, which was his first design prior to the Mark series, and those later became machine guns used by the U.S. military. Number 2. Original Ruger Standard, of course designed by Bill Ruger, got its inspiration from the Japanese Nambu, model 1902. This was a Japanese officer's sidearm invented in 1897. It was a recoil-operated lock-breech semi-automatic in an 8x22 Nambu. Bill Ruger got a hold of a couple of these from a U.S. Marine returning from World War II, and it was the design of the Nambu that greatly inspired the Ruger Standard. Number 3. Taking great inspiration from the Japanese Nambu, not just by looks but by function. The Nambu was invented by Kajira Nambu, and there's been almost 500,000 of these Nambus made leading up to the end of World War II. But many speculate that the Nambu actually took inspirations from the Mauser C96. Number 4. Shortly after the design of the Ruger Standard, along came Alex Stern, who loved the look of the Ruger Standard. To him, it reminded him of the Luger P08 pistol. It was primarily the aesthetics of this pistol that made him jump on and make an initial investment of $50,000, which started the Sturm Ruger Corporation. Number 5. The first few rounds of the Ruger Standard got a lot of attention, especially as a favorite in an article from American Rifleman. But what really made this pistol popular was its inexpensive cost of only $37.50. They cut costs in the production of this pistol by using 2 stamped sheet metals for the receiver. An earlier design used piano wire for recoil springs. Number 6. Alex Stern was well known as a Heraldi aficionado, very into coat of arms and family crests. It was this fascination that Alex Stern ultimately came up with the company's trademark Red Eagle emblem. Number 7. In November of 1951, Alex Stern had an untimely death. During this time of mourning, Bill Ruger turned the Red Eagle emblem into black following his death. And there's a few of these pistols out there, and they're great collectors if you happen to have one of the original Ruger Standards with the black eagle. Number 7. Yes, the Ruger Mark series is well known for target shooting and small game hunting, as well as plinking. However, it's also very well known as being a battle weapon, being used for silent warfare. It was adopted in Vietnam and designated the Amphibian S with an integrated suppressed barrel. Other versions were referred to as the Mac Mark I. It was the Ruger Mark series that replaced the high standard for the military silenced weapons. Number 9. Something a lot of people don't realize is that Greedo's pistol that he pulled on Han Solo in Star Wars, the PT-12 pistol, was built on the frame of a Mark series pistol. Then, of course, tweaked to make it look a little more high-tech. And finally, number 10. Starting with the Standard, then came along the Mark II, Mark III, and Mark IV, which had its introduction in 2016. And this was a big leap in design, eliminating the biggest complaint of being able to take this pistol apart. They made the Mark IV be able to break into 2. However, what you probably didn't realize is that from 1949 all the way to 2016, there really has never been a hiccup in the Mark series pistol until finally in 2016 with the Mark IV, there was a safety recall where the safety mechanism had issues engaging, but this was the very first hiccup of the Mark series pistol in 65 years. So there you go. There's the top 10 things you probably didn't know about the Ruger Mark series pistol. Being a wildly popular target pistol, I know there's all sorts of stuff I didn't mention. So leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe.